as you can see in this little background, we did all these games and we're down to TravMat and Piluco. I have already uploaded one of these games of that match to my YouTube. Doesn't matter if you have watched that or not. We will watch the other today, and you will see if you have to go to YouTube after that to see the conclusion of the series, because I think I did that live and therefore it's already uploaded. Just a second, my kid's been awake. Hast du Mama gesagt, dass du rauskommst? Geh zu Mama da rein und sag ihr Bescheid. Leg dich zu ihr oder sonst was. Okay? You want that 2 hours a week for yourself? Forget it. It's like having a cat. Just that this one learns to speak. And actually likes you. All right. So, yeah, TravMat versus Piluco. Hop into it. At the end of the series, if you watch this on YouTube, there will be a link to the other game. All right. While I load this, I'll show you the game. Come on. There it is. Right. I'll probably have to say once more that at the end of this series, you will get a link to the game that's already on YouTube. Let's go. Spoiler alert is not in place for some reason. What is going on? Why? Oh, I get it. This one needs to be higher in priority. Now it is. All right. There you go. Well, you technically can do that, but it's just not the moral thing to do, and the same thing with the cat. Alrighty. See, look at that. Look at that. Oh my god. Tom, do you see that? No second scout. It is possible. Well, well. Well, the first rounds always drag a lot, especially if no one else casted live. So, yeah, just half of the tourney games are in round 1, basically. And that's why this is the third week of doing round 1. So Tax killed 2 guardsmen, Sentinel destroys cover as it would, and now goes to the repairs. Scouts in cover do very well against these unupgraded guardsmen. He decided to node instead of second Sarge for some reason. I mean, I guess tacticals can decap very fast. Yes, Mickey. Got any problem with that? So, Apothecary against Lord Commissar. That's interesting. They must have not read the rules, I guess. Or they just didn't care and had a gentleman's agreement. I'm not sure which heroes it was in the first game. Ah, good special from the Apothecary. And gets his bolter. Get a chance on their way. No assaults yet, which is nice. With seeing these Catachans, he may decide not to get them. The assaults, that is. On the other hand, it's hard to argue against that when you're Apothecary, right? Puts the heal on the Apo. Dodges the Stomp. Nice. Leads another Guardsman. North the Sentinel here to put these Guardsmen down faster, which is most probably the right move. All reliably kills a tactical. And here comes the Stomp, and the Lord Commissar made it in the end. No, whoa, one Catachan actually went down too. Keeps ignoring the Sentinel, which I guess isn't bad when there's other targets that actually have to retreat.
The enemy is capturing one of our victory points.
And there's ASM anyways, so now I don't agree with that bolter anymore. Scouts stay vanilla and just cappity cap.
A task unfinished is a prayer unanswered.
Hey TravMat.
We shall make it so.
What did you think you need the bolter for? Because didn't that delay your assaults for way too long? Anyways, there's already some good XP on the tags and the Apo. Ranged blob is coming, and we've got a Flamer too. That is potentially a very nice timing push. Scouts are lucky that there's nothing on the top side of the map to stop them from just capping everything while this timing push is going on. Stomp gets the Flamers, Souls get to CC those Catachans, and if everything focuses them, they will probably be forced off quite soon. There we go, Power Sword is out though. Uses the ability too, so he's got less for his shield. Probably was stunned by the Apo bolter, wasn't he? Didn't notice. He does focus the gens instead of the units. But I would assume that the Flamer wants to deal with the Catachans as soon as possible. Does so. One assault goes down though. Apo is forced off, as he should be as the first unit. And DoW2 again is on the Flamers. I think if these Flamers just melee that power node, it would have gone down. Because they can fire on the move. So they, while moving from here to here, they would have used the Flamer against the node, and that would have been it. Yeah, late gen drops. Obviously this build requires a lot of wreck at the start, so you can't really drop gens quite early. Map control was still in favor of Piluco, and he even counterbashed that one gen. Oh wow, Devastators as well. 5-unit Space Marine tier 1 with 2 upgrades even. That's quite huge. And I'll find some scouts. Never good.
A task unfinished is a prayer unanswered.
Generator operational. The enemy is outmaneuvering us.
So, already tier 2 from Piluco with some power stored. Shows you how far ahead he is. Because he just invested into War Gear and the Catachans and the Stomp. Which is actually... That is what, 20... This is 50, 30... So 80, 95 on IG, and that's 45. I don't know how much this is. 25. Made it 70, 100 plus Flamer, 120 on the Space Marines. So only 25 more, but the gens dropped so much later. And we'll see a Manticore deal with a ranged blob and the Devastator. Haven't seen that in a long time. Devs fail to retarget on the Sentinel, while the Catachans fail to knock them back. Bolts are in there. And that upgraded Lord Commissar is just a menace. Keeps ignoring the Sentinel, which I guess is correct here. Lord Commissar is so much more of a threat. And what was that lag? Anti-core is here. Scouts don't even reinforce. Why would they? If they just cap. 2 models are fine. Commissars are coming, Plasma as well. Suddenly these guardsmen are a threat. However, that flame attack still did pretty good against them, I have to say. So out of all the power purchases, I guess the flame attacks have been the one paying off the most so far. Almost level 2 for these guys. Already level 2 for the Apo.
We shall make it so.
Missiles here. Second guardsman squad just keeps doing his shit. And we got stubbornness on Lord Commissar to make him even harder to force off. So now he really needs the Devastator to peel off that Lord Commissar. Which the Catachans and the Sentinel rockets and the Manticore gonna try to avoid. Scouts are reinforced after all. And we get a lot of sergeants. Yeah, bad position for Devastator to set up. But he uses his heal to compensate. No melter bomb, so the Sentinel will survive. And here's the Manticore strike. Meanwhile, we saw the tanks sneaking bottom, and they get exactly what they want in a full power bash and level 2. And retreat. Again, all of this map is Piluco's. Heal prepared for the assaults, I guess. There it is. I guess they want to jump the guardsmen now. However, they could just retreat in time and then execute one of their members to stop again here and shoot them. Sentinel goes on for the stomp, and that's quite risky because this is not a... Yeah, he has to get out this way. No other way for him to go. But the flare reduces the range of all the Space Marines. Plasma is here. No, what? I must have... I'm seeing things. I swear I saw a plasma gun on one of these tacticals there for a second. The flame attacks still go in. Assault's already back. Trace the heal. Apo gets out. And the scouts still desperately try to cap something. We're going for that Dreadnought classic. And I have to say, Piluco seems to bleed a lot now.
We shall make it so.
So slowly but surely, as levels come in for those Space Marine units, they may be able to pull this off and push back. That's a very forward Manticore, but there's no AV yet, so it's not threatened. The assault goes down. Very nice, merciless. So these Catachans suffer now. Attacks stay in and lose 2 models for it. Look at that, 90 HP, 4 models. Less than 90 actually.
Understood.
And more XP for the Lord Commissar. But here's the Dreadnought, fear not, and we're getting the multi-melter. Interesting decision. I have seen assault cannons so often,
One of our strategic points. One of our generators is under attack.
but I don't disagree. Can deal with the Sentinel nicely, it can deal with the Manticore nicely. And if you want to rush into melee anyways, why go for assault cannon? Ooh, one more shot and the Sentinel goes down. I mean, the Sentinel is only good AV. I guess Katachan Melta helps too, but this Melta would probably one-shot those Katachan models. Does the same with the Guardsman models for now. Heals 1 off every shot. Melta's finally upgrading. The Dreadnought decides to go for the Manticore. That goes down. And now the Sentinel's in trouble. I guess it can repair. But will that be enough against that furious melee? It will. Actually will. That stuff. That did not last long. At least he got some map out of it, right? Bought time, it killed the Manticore. Killed a lot of single models. So maybe in the end it was still worth it. Who knows? Since there's Ogrins out now anyways. Are you serious? Because you can't tell moving vehicles what to shoot unless you want to stop moving, which you didn't want to because that would free the Sentinel to shoot rockets. So he was just sending that in melee with the Sentinel, which still makes it shoot infantry if there's infantry. No, no, that's not how it works, Cable. You are so wrong. That's exactly what he did, and it will still choose to pick to shoot at guardsmen, because for some reason vehicle weapons, even if they are set to prioritize vehicles, this prioritization doesn't work when they move. It gets overwritten. So even you should know that. You're Eldar. Did you ever use a Brightlands Wraith Lord? Because even if you send that thing into melee with some vehicle, if there's infantry in range, it will use its fucking Brightlands to shoot the infantry instead. No. Yeah, you may have been lucky enough for your enemy not to abuse that and not have infantry in range. Because if there's infantry there and they are closer, TravMat did nothing wrong there. Yeah, Piluco just threw this immensely while I've been rambling about game mechanics. Professional caster, I'd say.
Adding support structure.
Requisition point under control.
Support structure complete.
The actual problem, I think what he actually did wrong was when the Sentinels stopped there to get repaired, he should have stopped too and used range attack on it to get 1 or 2 more melter shots off before the Lord Commissar would melee the Dreadnought and then rush into melee with the Sentinel. Because the melter will most definitely do more damage than its melee attacks, and Sentinel has melee resistance.
The enemy is capturing one of our victory points. The enemy has 200 points remaining.
And Melter, I believe, does extra against heavy infantry, right? At least it does against super heavy infantry. I'm not sure about the heavy infantry.
Generator operation.
Anyways, huge throw and kind of hard to see the comeback here. Dreadnought now stays an anti-Ogren unit, an anti-Lord Commissar, of course. Just the melee peel. Now we do have the plasma. Roasting Guardsman with a flamer, that Dreadnought does. Well, it's 30 damage with 2 Guardsman squad. Repaired. 30 DPS. HP per second, whatever. And a Melter or Assault Cannon Dread only does what? 80? 70 DPS? Something like that. And then that's reduced by melee resistance to 60%. So you end up doing, I don't know, something 50 to 40 melee DPS against 30 repaired, so you just do 20 DPS, which is not a lot, while the Sentinel basically does the same with his rocket launcher.
The enemy is claiming a victory point.
Also, no reason to be sorry. Everyone has its, everyone has its game knowledge lags, I'd say. I certainly don't know everything, because there's just way too much to know. I think the only person that ever came close to that was Inakura. Absolutely ridiculous what kind of details he knows about the mechanics. We get Scout Sarge for some reason. And tier 3 now. But the VPs will run out. And the game will be over. Soon. He didn't make them. But he tried to fix a lot of them, yes. Alright. That's a game for TravMat after a sizable throw of Piluco. I didn't really see how exactly that happened. But well. Let's go into the next game. We had Apo against Lord Commissar. And now we have Apo against Lord General. Yeah, they seem to have some kind of gentleman's agreement, because usually the tourney rules would not allow TravMat to pick Apothecary multiple times in one match. So basically against the same player in the same round. In one round, let's say like that. So, double guardsman into sentinel. Into sergeants. What kind of refund? For what? Also, hey Asmon. Hey everyone, I don't know if I could read to anybody. Oh.
Enemy guardsman spotted.
Oh, because he was cheated upon by having to play against Apothecary twice. Yeah. Okay. So, I guess since they both I'll just assume they agreed that this is okay. Because otherwise they would have said rematch right now. So Apothecary follows that Lord General who is kiting like a champ. I do wonder if it would have been better to just stand and fight. No, it wouldn't, because the tacticals would have shot him too. They would have ignored the sentinel again. Stomp on the tags, hits two models, gives him some time to shoot them in peace while repairing his sentinel. Tags find cover, and the second tag come out. I don't think scouts can do that. Well, they can when the Sarge comes out, and the guardsmen don't go for the Sarge for some reason. So that little extra damage from the Sarge should help. Another nice stomp. However, maybe upgrading shotguns would have been enough too, and cheaper. But I guess if you want the Sarge, you want the Sarge. If there's got a chance, you'll be happy to detect those IDs. And what's the shotgun gonna do against IG? So I do agree with the Sergeant after all. I think he shortly upgraded Flamer on these tags, but then didn't in the end because he saw that it wouldn't be working. Ooh, actually good nade on the had a chance here, killing 2 models and 2 guardsmen as well. And forcing them to retreat. Nice. At least he's not losing so much map this time around. TravMat, that is. I guess they want to charge now. They do have to reinforce a little.
Generator operational.
General has its stabilizers.
Generator operational. Adding power generator.
For some juicy health regen. It's like what you can do, Apo, I can do as well. Just watch me. Good position. I always forget that you can actually take this cover here, because you certainly can't here, because this is your units will be standing here and not in cover. Up there, they can climb that hill.
We shall make it so.
Here's the ASM. No Devastator this time, but maybe there will be soon. Triple gens. Quite fast this time for TravMat. So overall, everything looking quite good. The timing power push is coming in. Oh my god. ASM need to get the fuck out. Very late retreat. Tacticals for some reason melee the cutter chance without kiting. Certainly not correct. That was a very bad engage. And the stabilizers like health regeneration, heals in general are good against two situations. Either you have very tanky units, or you're up against units that don't deal a lot of damage. In this case, IG have decently tanky units, especially Katachans, will rarely bleed. So if you can heal or regen health, that's quite helpful, actually, to preserve some models. And the Lord General himself having some energy and health. I mean, the energy regen doesn't do much here, obviously. That may be for later when he actually gains abilities. Yeah, that fight was a huge throw. Bad position, bad micro, but I guess he spoiled in chat already. Now I put all buttons wrong. Check it out. Worst spoiler ever. You burn them. They've been in cover. You want to use your flamer against units in cover because that does extra damage. I think they were in heavy cover, so that flamer would have done triple the damage. Like right now, it should roast them hard. Yeah, it does. Look at that. I don't know why he went so far in, but I guess it's what it is. At least he can bash now, right? Should be able to. I mean, assaults jump the plasma, and the tanks just keep ignoring the sentinel. Why do they not jump? Oh my god. Why does he ignore the sentinel? Oh. Another throw at the enemy power. Piluco goes for upgrades instead of units. Interesting. Looks like he doesn't realize how far ahead he is otherwise. I think he would prefer a Chimera.
The enemy is claiming a victory point.
And we have a medical sergeant as well. I don't know how long that one was out. But that certainly helps to keep the Catachans alive even longer. And we get the Vox operator as well. So this is where his energy regeneration slowly comes in play.
We shall make it so.
I don't know why these Catachans tried to catch the scouts. I think that's a huge waste. They can catch them because scouts are just faster. And since the Catachans are more expensive, seems wasteful. On the other hand, what else would you send? Guardsman squad can't quite handle them.
Become available, Commander. Issuing new weapon loadouts.
Look how much just follows the scouts here. The Sentinel with rocket launcher can't really catch them too because it doesn't hit them anymore. Now is a good time to nade and retreat, I guess, yeah. Adila nade. Nice. The bad kind of Adila nade. Or let's just say no. There's no good, there's no bad, there's no poor, there's no rich. There is just funny and not funny. That's the two categories we think in here, and that one was the funny kind. Souls Melter, that sentinel could go down, it should go down. Yes. Nice. That doesn't make any sense, Mickey. This is the same thing. Both cases, you yourself die to the nade.
The enemy is outmaneuvering us.
Ah, that's it. And we get the sniper. Yeah, now the game becomes rough for TravMat because the plasma. Oh, there isn't even a second plasma. At least that's something. We go for the power axe. Melee is what we're going for without any other upgrades. Interesting decision. But now there's Ogrins. Ogrins don't have their bonehead yet, so they can't do the AoE knockback. Yeah. Wait, can he fire that sniper while on the move? I did not know that. Not only does it not have any setup time, he can fire it on the move. I'm speechless. Ha! Awesome. Praise this guy. He doesn't find space to melee, so he just uses Flamer on the not flame resistant scouts. Awesome, dude. Let me accidentally absolutely rape the enemy. Global. Oh no, that's teleporter beacon now reinforcing the Ogrins and everything else. So he just makes a home here, and if that apple dies, or well, even if it doesn't die, this seems very rough for TravMat at this point. Okay, fuck that silo. Probably clicked somewhere else and it just was in the way. As these buildings do from time to time. And he made it! He did finish the silos. Objective complete. Mission lost. Absolutely. What? Okay, yeah.
We have 200 points remaining.
Apothecaries and their gene seed.
Victory point secured.
I fucking hate that sniper.
Claiming a victory point.
Being able to increase the range of all your army, just what the hell. But well, IG are ripe for remake, right? Just will take a few more months. In Mickey we trust. Do we not?
The enemy destroys our holdings.
The reinforcing of guardsmen was overbuffed a little, maybe, I think. Because it feels like it's never worth bleeding them. Never. I mean, yeah. And with this, TravMat doesn't want to go on anymore. And I hope you all watched the YouTube video. If not, and you watch this on YouTube, a link to the last game will fly in any second now. And then you can watch that. Everyone that's watching live now will get spoiled soon. Because this was the last one of the second round, basically. So I can now... Yes, I know, but this video will go to YouTube, and that's why I talk to the people watching this on YouTube as well as I do to you guys who are watching this live on Twitch. Okay, YouTube doesn't exist. You heard them. You do not exist. All right, so hide the game. And I can move the spoiler stuff. So these are the results we've seen. And that gives us a semi-final. Oh shit, you didn't see that. A semi-final of Trojan versus Adila and Deimos versus Piluco. And in the losers bracket, we automatically get TravMat versus Piano and Kafex versus Cry, while Kafex versus Cry we already looked at. And now we will go with even more TravMat games with TravMat versus Piano. So let me see, where do I have that? Piano Trav. I should already have it in my replay folder. So let's see if we can find that. Oh, look. There we go. All right. No, these people are not in the room with us now. Not right now, but they will be in the future. Because I can see the future. So, we got an orc game! Yay! Piano on the Chaos Lord against TravMat on the War Boss. I'll be interested to see that. Very much classic build so far, but as we know, Piano hates ticks. Yes, you better say that or I will kill you. So no second tick for Piano, as he loves his I think he loves Noise Marines and Havocs against orcs, or in general, he loves multiple tier 1.5 units as Chaos. Yes, exactly. I would have already killed you by now if you didn't say it. Sluggers barely get out without a model loss, but here comes the Chaos Lord. So they be retreating. So considering the amount of starting units Piano had, map is looking good. Because if TravMat would have just kept with shooters and kept with the sluggers and pushed with war boss and shooters, or the other way around, just send war boss one way and the whole army the other way, it would have been kind of hard. So we see the double Chaos Space Marines forcing off these sluggers, one model down, another shooter dies. Still no kill the weak, he's really waiting that out, gets a special as well, and here they come. So he can still cap now. There are Noise Marines now, after the double TSM. The Stormies are finally out. Classic Orc Power Spike. Let's see how powerful it will be against this build.
Your forces obey you. If that victory point is lost,
I'd say Spiky or Stomp Armor next. Well, no, wait. That's me being locked into the anti-double heretic build stuff. As much as you want the Warboss to be tanky to tie up the Noise Marines, I do not know if it's worth it getting armor against this. I guess you actually want to get in. No, I absolutely disagree. Looters would be bullshit against Noise Marines with Corn Worship as mon.
we may yet triumph.
Absolute horrendous, because Noise Marines, even without Corn Worship, can just A-move Looters. And it gets way worse, if there's Chaos Lord Worship. Not to mention that Chaos Lord himself can just bum rush them. I would disagree, but yeah, I myself don't really know what to do here. So I'd say Angry Bits and rush into his backline.
We have more.
And Cacophony, yes. TSM press stop and murder the Storm Boys. Fucking hate Noise Marines. So what can you do against that? Get a Pain Boy. I guess that would be my play. Not the Storm Boys, but the Pain Boy. But for that, and I actually got the Angry Bits like I suggested. I like it. So you could send the Pain Boy to melee the fucking Noise Marines after the Warboss stomped through it with the Angry Bits. And then you follow up with all the rest, hoping to get the Sluggers in. But against this, I guess Sluggers could side lane. Always side lane this way. Pressure the power, because there's no single unit that can beat the Sluggers of a Warboss with a potential global. And then all the rest of your army can just hold this side, maybe mid. Push out every time, make sure he can't bash you. On the other hand, that would make you have a holy shit, big investments in tier 1. As much as I like the hammer against Chaos with AC ticks, I do not agree here, because there are no AC ticks. And you may need that claw. Yano will see that hammer, be tier 2, and say, give me that dog, and that dog will maul you. That's what I expect to happen here. So yeah, I guess Pain Boy and Storm Boys. Yeah. Nice dodge. Yeah. Grenade launchers on the heretics, interesting.
Our temple's dark majesty grows with our power.
Really need that warboss for the fight. Alright, get in. Cacophony? No. Oh, just in time with the Cacophony. That final model wasn't knocked back and was able to activate it. Because I believe if they are all 3 knocked back, they can Cacophony. He's not going for the dog though. So what are we doing? Stomp for some reason. Gets one of the noise marines. Not even AC's coming out. Yeah, it's Dreadnought.
Power node ahead. Your units fulfill your command. Your forces obey you.
No, it's fine. He did have a huge advantage, and I actually thought that a doggo would
Always orcs.
cement that advantage, but for some reason, yeah, no, did not go for the doggos this time. Here comes the knob, not stunning anything on landing, sadly. More knobs, TravMat's finally tier 2. Yeah, but he saw the hammer. You cannot tell me Piano didn't see the hammer. So that makes TravMat get tier 2 later. And even waste that money if he gets Claw after.
For now.
Chaos Lord had nothing, but now gets Mantle of Hate, of course, because he wants to stop the war boss. Unlucky special from the war boss.
My armor is forged.
Bus is coming out. I don't know if I agree. I have learned to prefer Beamy Looters against Chaos Dreadnoughts for some reason. Well, reason being that tank busters tend to bleed a shit ton. And still not finish the Dreadnought. While Beamy can zone them quite nicely. Yeah, but shot blockers work on tank busters too, right? Yeah.
Your forces obey
Goes in with little health. The Chaos Lord just stops him. Oof. Gets thrown away just in time to survive. Gets on the Noise Marines, right? Oh, they may have to be careful here. Does he have the bomber? Doesn't even need the bomber to finish them off. Nice. Just runs down those Noise Marines, but yeah. Overwatch problem. One of the shooter boys died. Maybe that they got wiped here. Looks like it. Like 3 dead boys there. Otherwise, everything's still there. Blood sacrifice and bloodletters, so double bloodletters will absolutely maul these storm boys. They barely get out. Chaos Lord's low though in the middle of the sluggers, quite risky. And he dies. Lucky that the bloodletters didn't knock back any sluggers earlier. Yeah. I agree! Losing that shooter is hell against Chaos, because they have so much light infantry in tier 2 where you just need the Ducker. No matter if it's Plague Marines, which don't make sense right now because there's no vehicle, or just Bloodletters. It is a problem. I mean, you could argue that Warboss at least can use his globals to best the Bloodletters in melee. But still. The double busters hurt a lot. He would already be going tier 3 if it wasn't for the double busters. And there he could get some Mandos, for fuck's sake. No ACs. Feels weird. That was not a blood sacrifice, I guess? Yeah. No, they jumped out, alright. Just one model died.
Forces assail a power node.
Was blood sacrifice? Okay. I seem to be not 100% focused today. Sorry guys. Yeah, as if Chaos needs power in tier 2, right? But there's one thing you can do. If Chaos is stuck in tier 2, your orcs, and you make it to tier 3, you can just spam commandos. There's nothing Chaos can do, because most of their tier 2 is light infantry or vehicles, and both is something commandos can deal with. Yeah, I also don't quite agree with the Warboss usage, but he just doesn't know what to use for Cap'n. I mean, I'd say sluggers. Level 2 Warboss at this stage of the game with this much gear does seem a little sad, yes. I mean, even all his boys are level 2 by now. So even the Chaos Lord is level 2. Oh, that was a late combi flamer. What? Yes! The Warboss thought, dress for the job you want, not the job you have. He wants the smashing job, but he has the capping job. What can you do? Commandos, absolutely commandos. Looted can just be fucked by cone worshipped, you know, Plague Marines. But if you, at this point, reach the double commando threshold, there's nothing they can do. You can fucking burn a pump this shit, you can rocket launcher this, not that this is still a problem with double busters, and most importantly, you can shoot the Bloodletters and the Chaos Lord so fucking good with commandos. Can knock back the ranged blob, it's just... so nice for Chaos that it's against Chaos that's stuck in tier 2. If you reach the double commando threshold, it's basically you're in a very, very good position. But of course, TravMat can't really know where exactly Piano is in his tagging. However, this is looking like a battle wagon. It is a battle wagon. I do not agree with that jumping in. I would personally start with a bomb boy. I mean, imagine if he got a weirdo instead of that tank buster, the whole match would look so different. That upgrade is so weird against double tank busters, like what the hell? Usually you shouldn't be able to get in at all against the double tank busters. Weird game, I have to say. The Warboss just runs from the CSM. We are now fully upgraded. Well, no mark of course, but you don't want that against light infantry races. So I consider this fully upgraded. Kinda short on the angry bits. Yeah, Hammer's not doing this stuff. Angry bits can now run over these, so you do not have to be that careful. So tier 3 cancelled, and we get the double. Oh my god. What? How is this doing so little damage? But yeah, the let's say big truck busters should be able to deal with almost everything here. Drop out. Okay. Get back in. Move. Or just shoot them because it's not going for the busters. What the fuck? This looks like TravMat's winning. This does seem like GG. TravMat gets it. Nice. But I don't understand. Because this was the only replay I could source from this matchup. And from what I understand, and TravMat, you will correct me if I'm wrong. The second round was lost and Piano advances. Did you play one more game or two more games? And okay, so two more and Piano won the other two, and those we don't have, right? That's quite sad. Very, very sad. All right. Yes, we can overlive that. Maybe we can even survive it. Sorry, I shouldn't make fun. We are both. English is not our first language. Both of us. It's good. It's fine. We understood loud and clear what you were trying to say. And thanks for commenting. It's always nice to have the playing player in the chat and put some comments down to what's happening. Good game, very good game. Loved it. Some interesting decisions by Piano. And that makes me able to show the next round of losers bracket. Also, this is wrong because it says 2 for Piano when it should be 1 to 2 then. This is why I thought Piano would win this one replay I have, because I do know some of the results while I cast. Very surprising that he did lose that one. Interesting. All right, so we go on. Next round would be then ValHero against Piano and Inner versus Cry. Val, who lost to Demas, and Inner, who lost to Trojan. And you know what? Both of these series have been casted in full length by Tencel on the live event. So I will not cast them live again. I will just steal them and upload them to YouTube. Actually already did. I only have to publish and I will do tonight. So by tomorrow, you guys, or later today, you will be able to watch these two series on YouTube. Not the best ones, I have to say, but still, like, the names are very promising, right? So you still want to watch that. You do. So I will not move that losers bracket spoiler any further, and we will go into the semi-finals of the winner bracket. And I guess we start with Trojan and Adila. Oh, no, I've seen you play. You did me in nicely the 2 times we played, at least the 2 times I remember recently. So I absolutely accept that you are better than me and high level. So yeah, why not take a game from Piano? Certainly, certainly. It's just that these results show that you lost 2-0, which is obviously just wrong. Either it was reported wrong or put in wrong. I don't know what exactly happened. It is what it is. That just tricked me. So, Trojan versus Adila. I have that downloaded, so I will have to put that into my game folder. Right? Folder there. I'll load the first one. If I ever find it. There we go. This is the brackets I show in between the matches I cast, because I'm still casting from the cup of 5th of October. And this is how far we are. We now go with Trojan versus Adila. And here we go. First game, Adila versus Trojan. Good old Warlock against Trojan's Apothecary. That's interesting because a lot of people would say that Warlock is quite good against Apothecary, even has an advantage, since the Merciless Ridge plate is so nice. It can hit the souls, bleed them nicely,
This is Imperial territory now.
kill their energy so they cannot use their second jump, and then he can just switch to range stance and shoot the Apothecary, and with luck he gets a knockback, and if the Apothecary gets knocked back, he can't even fucking heal those souls. And then the souls are just fucked. Let's see if we will see that here. The part with the ranged attack for the knockback is rarely used. A lot of people just keep smashing the souls, which I guess works too. First heal on the scouts, which were quite low already. Guardians seem to get out without any losses. And we see a beeline to the power. No flamer yet though. But the early shotgun, which helps bashing too. Banshees do the counter bash, but there is not that much to bash. And the shuriken is just not there yet. Shuriken, however, is the better option to defend this. Interesting to see how this timing works. So it looks like Space Marines actually get a full bash out. Even though this was perfect shuriken timing. So yeah, it's not worth it getting that flamer. You can just get the shotgun and finish the power anyways. Interesting to know for all those Space Marine people. If you sense it's a 2-unit tier 1.0 and they rush the shuriken or the rangers, you can just push that power with a shotgun. Gets decapped though. But the map is not looking too good. Apothecary does not participate in the... oh my god, and the shuri gets melee even. Apothecary does not participate in the fight since he has so little DPS. He just goes for the decaps. So since he's occupied here for a long time with almost all of his army, it will be quite hard to deal, to do anything. So he's better off capping, certainly. Back in time to heal though, and this Apothecary is dead now, if he has to retreat, but he doesn't. Shotgun's getting into position to force off the Banshees and keep them from killing the Apothecary, and both units retreat. Here's the Rangers now. There obviously will be quite late Assault Marines as it stands, since the power was decapped and couldn't get noted. Trojan noted this. Yeah, interesting. Because the Banshees were on this lane, and usually if you go for the double gens, you should position passively, and I guess that's what Adila's mistake was. His Guardians basically got caught in the fight with his scouts. They couldn't know that the Apo was coming for support and the heal, so the fight was basically completely useless. And the Shees were too far off to force a fight, so the Shees basically would have had to force a fight before the shotgun came out, because once the shotgun came out, it was useless. Warlock Guardians and Banshees could not have done much against the double scouts, tacticals, and Apothecary. So it was absolutely the right decision to keep the Banshees pushing down here. I don't think there was much Adila could have done. Maybe put the Warlock on range stance here to buy some time. Because I can't even tell what the Warlock was doing. Was he capping this side? Well, you can go back and watch what the Warlock was doing while the Banshees got the power and the Guardians retreated. Because the Guardians were back in time to defend, but they were alone. They couldn't do the whole army. Okay, that's quite useless then. If the Warlock was at the power too, knowing that all the Space Marine army was here, he didn't do much there. I mean, arguably he wouldn't have done too much here, but if he stayed in cover here, at least he could have bought some time against the shotguns and the tacticals for the shuriken to come in, you know. Merciless is here to deal with the assaults. Good destructor. Yeah, it's healed though. But it's nice. Trade a destructor for a heal anytime, any day. Now he can't go in because the souls can't be healed after going in. Banshees are kind of late though, so that was quite a gamble. If those assaults would have jumped the Shuri, I don't know how it would have went. So let's see. Assaults will come in, Banshees will cry. Guardians want to nade that. Rangers want to knock back something, either probably the shotgun scouts, while the Warlock wants to knock back the Apothecary. Fight is slowly coming, but Adila basically needs to force it because Trojan's just capping on the other side. So the time is on Trojan's side here, which Adila now changes by sending troops all over the place. That will be interesting to see if he can actually defend that. Banshee's too close though for comfort. Warlock activates his shield a little too late. Did the Banshee cry not suppress the assaults? Tacticals don't help. Shotguns are quite late because I guess they fought the Rangers in the middle. And the assault actually bleeds the model. The grenade is useless. And Trojan is forced off only getting 1 gen for his trouble. Oh my god! Scouts get a good grenade on the Shees. 3 dead, 2 survive. And I almost missed it. Yeah, try to cap in a way that the Warlock would still range attack, like that. Good one. Yeah. As I said, bad position with the Warlock and the Shees on the Shuri, so the ASM could knock back just everything. You could say that it was a bait and it worked out in the end, but it would have been even better if the Warlock Champion's Robe was already there and he was knockback immune with the bubble. Which it wasn't. So Warlock on his trusted Jedi build. Only thing missing so far is the Warp Throw. We'll see if that gets added later. And Trojan still has a lot of resources from start of the game where he couldn't build gens. So can go tier 2 now and should. Interesting with how badly Adila got bullied at his power all game. Very interesting to... Oh, what? He already is tier 2. Fuck me. I completely whiffed that one. Sorry, guys. So yeah, he does have the advantage. Due to all the power bullying. And the Dreadnought is coming out. Not sure about that Champion's Robe. Soul Sarge. Banshee Exarch. And what will Adila go for next? At least once the Dreadnought is out. Shouldn't be a Falcon, right? When this thing is already out. Let's see if we will see. Interesting to see if he will keep it vanilla or if he goes for the Melta anyways. Because the Melta is just overall so good against Eldar. Warlock goes for the Apothecary actually, not for the assaults. I guess he tries to get a model. And the assaults now. Gets knocked back though, unluckily. Good position for a grenade. But no model losses on Trojan's side, luckily. Yeah, techs do be bashing. And here comes the Autark, which I very much agree with. Will come in handy, saves the gens. And as long as the Dreadnought doesn't go for the assault cannon, yeah, the bright lens will be enough to mostly zone it. Like that. Zoning on it. Autark should actually jump it to stop it in its... Okay, thinks better of it. Warlock goes in and fights the whole Space Marine army, while the Autark now has a fusion gun to follow that Dreadnought. Not sure if I agree with that. Rangers bleed a scout, and the fusion gun has to jump. But that's a... Oh, I was about to say that's a bad dead Dreadnought. And it is. The Stern Guards come in too late. Steel Rain though. Steel Rain.
Codex Astartes names this maneuver Steel Rain.
So the Dreadnought's dead. And so are the assaults. They seem to have died here. Warlock needs to be careful though. Autark wanna jump in? No. Warlock just dies. What the fuck's going on? Stern Guard goes down.
The enemy is claiming a victory point. The time for battle is now.
I do kind of agree in it. At least I hate those Apo death balls a lot.
One of our initiates has fallen. Look, rhinos! Rhinos! Our enemies hide in
I didn't see no
metal
rhino.
boxes, the cowards! The fools! We should take away their metal boxes.
Our apothecary has reached level 3.
Rangers survive. The techs are on that power again. White Lens goes to bash though. Trojan does have a lot of Russian names with T. TravMat, Trojan, all the same to me. Apothecary goes down and instantly gets globaled back in. The scouts die. What is this game? Wildland's still working on that power with those trademark forward Guardian models. Just asking to get melee.
The Eldar are claiming a victory point.
Oh, we actually go for gates now. Points are ticking down for Trojan as well. Here you have the health buff on the Warlock because usual replay bug. He died and we lost the health bar. Auto goes down though. That's a throw. And Trojan is on its way to tier 3. Will he pull this back with Terminators? Oh god, please no. Did he use Kraken rounds for some reason? Accidentally? I don't know what this force is trying to do, but not much certainly. Putting Rangers in gates is somewhat risky, I guess. Game with Shurikens. Okay, thanks Inne. Ow!
Support structure complete.
That auto drop was massive. How the fuck? And that just makes him stuck in tier 2. Adila is desperate to finish this game right here, right now. A bit too desperate if you ask me. That's why the auto died on that cap. I mean, look at that DP advantage. He has all the time in the world, Adila, that is. The Banshees run in without Autark support and get slaughtered for it. Warlock's just range stancing. Heart of Darkness to make him more tanky. No warp throw. And he just doesn't have the damage. Just doesn't have the damage to deal with this. Apothecary with improved medical equipment and armor of purity to dish out even more heals on level 4 now. And he's not that far off. There we go. Where are they? There we go. Terminators are out. They will probably get the Flamer to have an easier time to deal with the Banshees. Or just stay fucking vanilla and abuse Apo heal. This is... oof. Big oof. Very big oof. I mean, I guess Adila could try to pull a Wraith Lord and just, you know, overload him with melee. But he shouldn't lead with the Banshees. Why is he not... What? Why is he not running in with the Warlock first? We actually go for the Assault Cannon, interesting. I did not expect that. Again, Banshee's basically fighting alone, no Autark support. Warlock's just range stancing it. What this is Adila having a heart attack like the last 5 minutes? What is going on here? Well, why do you make super tanky Warlock if you not send him into melee? Second part of the Warlock special hits the Apothecary there.
They know the science of war, but not the art. Moving to cover. Moving to cover.
He does go for the Wraith Lord. He agrees that this is his only way out. Because apart from little Terminator melee and Stern God, there's no AV, but Trojan can easily get it. And if he brings out a tank next with which would be the classic Space Marine 101, yeah. I guess there still is a Bright Lance, so okay. Warlock is range stancing on the Apothecary, but he could do that with just the Merciless Witchblade. There's no need for the other two equips. Okay, Wraith Lord will hopefully... He goes for the Apothecary and then for the Stern Guard, I guess. Very little damage there. Warlock goes down. Grenade hits the scouts, but not many losses. And the Wraith Lord gets sidetracked to Deal with a flamer for some reason. Special hits the scouts, but it's not enough. He's not going for the Stern Guard. Maybe he did expect the rocket launch already. That's a good wipe though. Rocket launch upgraded and instantly wipes. And now the Terminators can actually deal with Wave Lord and melee, because there's no support. All Banshees are coming in, and Terminators can't retreat, mind you, so there's a chance. Repair coming in as well. Where's the Autark? To increase the damage. Salt's coming to help. Oh. Just overstealth is welcome. Oh yeah, Autark is dead. How did the Autark die a second time? What the f— Found her. Found her.
Has 300 points remaining.
Prefers his Vanguard over the tank. Understandable. They will deal with Banshees when they don't have Autark support. I don't know, Autark was used horrendously. I mean, the Dreadnought kill was nice, but everything after that was just... I mean, did he fell half asleep or something? It's a weird throw. Very weird throw by Adila. And now we're sitting here and waiting this shit out. Oh my god. Questioning if I should just focus camera on the Terminators and go for the toilet right now. Merciless. Indestructible Terminators. I guess. As they should be. And that's a GG. Game is over. After a very bullied start, Adila pulled back, but the reverse throw was there. Dude, I don't know if you guys remember the games against Cafex. He did such nice comebacks, but this time, sadly, it wasn't enough. Alright, off to game 2. Off to game 2. If I can find it. Nope, that's certainly not it. This one, is it? Alright, off we go. Another Elder versus Space Marines. Let's see if it goes the same way. Warp Spider against Tech Marine this time though. Makes sense with all the open ground, and yes. Trojan likes his Tech Marine. I guess we remember how he tried to cheese in on his Elder, and I don't remember if it worked, but he just went for the 3 starting unit and then just straight up 3 gens into tier 2. He pulled that off. I don't know if he won in the end. So, let's watch out for that cheese. First Banshee goes down, and they will not be able to deal with the Tech Marine here without further losses. Second model goes down, thus they retreat. Yeah, 3 Guardian models down to the Scouts. You cannot fight Scouts in cover with Guardians in the open. I guess he was busy with the Banshees here. Still very unlike Adila. I don't quite understand what's going on. Does he have someone else play for him or what? Feels like he had to go after the round before that. Who did he beat again? The round before that, I forgot. Yeah, exactly. Gave his mouse to his little brother. So what's the Warp Spider doing here? His best, I guess. Buying time. Or wouldn't he do better trying to engage the scouts at the top? Because now these Banshees jump in. Head first again. Rangers. Well, at least he knows the shotguns aren't there. And that there are shotguns. Oh, he cancelled the upgrade. No, he didn't. There it is. Weird. Sends the Rangers into melee while upgrading long rifles. Guess it worked. Cover, take cover, take cover, take cover. What the fuck? One scout goes down in the end. Tech Marine needs to go repair. Saves it anyways. Too risky to get your Banshees wiped there. So classic builds, I guess. No Shuriken this time. Good Ranger map with all the open space. And I do agree with the double Ranger build very much. Seems to be the right thing to do against Space Marines currently. Oof. Tried for the combo but missed. Good old kinetic into plasminate. Unlike the Apothecary, the Tech Space Marine. Tech Marine, holy shit, would not have been able to heal off the damage. I don't think the Plasma Grenade would have killed any models, but the damage on the tags would have been sufficient. I don't know why he keeps going in with his Banshees alone head first into fights where they can't really win. Seems very weird. Warp Spider's capping at the top, uncontested. All of the Space Marine army is here for the juicy timing push, but gets stopped by the Shuriken. Rangers trying to force off these tacticals. Banshee's coming in and will finish the job. But not before another generator goes down. So 2 generators lost to the timing push. He did reconsider. It's not a double Ranger build after all. Cancelled that and went for Shuriken. Instead. Warp Spider does not have that kinda good anti-ASM here, as the Warlock does. But on the other hand, the ASM of Tech Marine are not that potent because there's no heal. Shotgun Scout support, of course. But that can be stopped by Rangers well enough, I would say. While Rangers, if microed correctly, can very much avoid ASM jumps.
Unleash all fury upon them.
We must reverse the course of the battle.
Moving to cover.
Another try for a grenade, and hits it decently. No kills though. Good map control for Adila. But the flame is still on his power. And oh, a turret. That will be annoying. Banshee's on the back though. So I'd say all good. Shuriken is not supporting though. That's a problem. I guess it's line of sight blocked by this little edge here. And the Banshee's wipe. Because he really wanted to kill those tacticals. This is a problem now. Tacticals are still there, even though they are low. Shuriken's coming forth. Just in range of the turret. And the Rangers can't deal with the tacticals as much as they would want to because the assaults are just right there. If they sneaked in earlier, they could have. But I guess he didn't notice that the techs didn't retreat. Retreat nade could be a thing here. So, crack shot on the Guardians. But I guess as long as the souls are here and there's no Banshees to deal with them, game stays hard for the... Come on, you could have sneaked out of your base. No reason to try and fleet of foot through that. Good grenade though. That's one assault down. Now the Warp Spider can just try and melee. Doesn't though. Jumps to retreat. I don't know, maybe at this point the Adila should just build up his power up top. And repurchase the Banshees. I can't see him do this without Banshees. Why is he moving out the turret way? Just don't go here anymore. Spider died to the turret in retreat, I guess. Yeah, there it is. Maybe Mastercrafted Bolt, a high-powered shot helped. Okay, we're going for the Wraith Guard just to get rid of that fucking turret. But not before the power is decapped. And Trojan has all the map. And with no counter to the ASM, I don't quite see those Wraith Guard winning it. Or winging it. I guess they could frontline with a weapons team in the back to save them from assaults. You could also start dropping gates everywhere so they can jump from gate to gate. But yeah. Overall not sure. Warp Spider still unupgraded. The Warlock gets slain, hence a short stun on the Wraith Guard. I always forget, can they get knocked back? I know they can't be suppressed.
enemy has 300 points remaining.
This is Imperial
Good hiding.
territory.
Adding support structure.
Okay.
Research
Thanks,
underway.
guys, for the fact checking. So they do be knockback immune. Just like Terminators. Not to ability knockback, of course, but
Support structure.
the usual knockbacks. So they basically are Terminators that can retreat with heavy infantry armor instead of super heavy. And less HP, of course, and no heavy melee, and stuff like that. Yes, no teleport, of course. Unless they jump from gate to gate. Suddenly they have a teleport without cooldown.
Press on to victory, Space Marines. Additional units have become available, Commander.
I always loved when ValHero did that. Was a special of his with his Eldars. 1 or 2 Weight Guard, gates everywhere, and just jump around, take a pot shot out of nowhere, and jump to the next gate. Absolutely awesome. Yeah, game seems hard for Adila at this point, very much.
Our assault squad is taking losses.
Hope Spider actually melees an assault to death without even having his power claws updated. Everyone's floating shitloads. What's Trojan is just trolling at this point? Let's see what Adila gets and just get the right thing against it.
The enemy is claiming a victory point.
And Adila dropped an autark.
The enemy is destroying a key structure.
A task unfinished is a prayer unanswered.
He'll just drop there. Exactly. Just drop a Vendred and be done with it. Probably gonna go base raid now. Will the Flamer do it? No. Vanguard and a second assault squad for the lows. And we see a charge. Nah. Keeps it just to be sure he can get out. I thought he was going for the Land Raider actually. The amount of money he had saved. But yeah, assaults couldn't be dealt with all game. How is he gonna deal with Vanguard? No chance.
Understood.
Victory point secured. Assault Marines, that's your command.
Soon to be second Vanguard, I guess.
Scouts under
The
attack.
enemy is capturing one of our victory points.
He's had enough. All the ratting around.
We are
Moral victory for
suffering
Adila though.
losses.
Kills the scouts in the end. So less repair support for the Vendred. There still is a global and tech marine. Yeah, he's just
The enemy has 100 points
15
remaining.
pop open, so I guess he could get a tactical
Bring
or
forth the
devastator
artificer's
squad.
armor.
I don't know. So almost pop block.
Has gained a level.
I guess you can still get a librarian at this point, because that's a lot of cost and very little. It has a high resource to pop ratio, let's just say like that. Ooh, Wraith God actually survived that. Interesting. Thought they were dead. Bonk. There's the autark. I don't know what Dilla's trying to do here. Because no, I really don't know. He doesn't have the VPs like first game. I mean, you can blame the man for trying, what you know. Bonk. One step closer to the end
The
of
enemy is claiming a
the
victory
what?
point.
Decade Elder Race? What did he say? I've never heard that one
Tech Marine has been
before.
incapacitated. Zeal and fury are
But that
winning
was an
this
awesome
victory.
taunt to end this game from the Vendred. Like that. So Trojan wins the series 2-0 and advances to the grand final. And with this, I have completed my 2 hours for today. Next week, we will be watching the other part of the semifinals, as well as, let me check what else. You have by now hopefully watched the losers round 2, because I will now move the spoiler.